The jig is up. I cannot be wearing short things like this anymore. Hello my friends, welcome back to my wardrobe. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the most beloved treasured pieces that I will never ever part with. They have survived many a declutter. Some of them have been with me for over a decade and some not as long, but they're just pieces that I know are absolute treasure finds and I could just never bear to part with them. Before we begin, I want to give you guys a really quick wardrobe tour and share with you guys my storage solutions. A few of you have requested me share that information with you, so I'll do that really quickly and then we can jump straight into the video. Okay, so let's start from the top and work our way down to the bottom. These 4x4 cubes that you see on this top shelf are from Kmart. They are really easy to assemble and great because they utilize the space on this top shelf. Before I had these cubes, my bags were just lying on that top shelf. They would move towards the back of the wall and they were really hard to reach and I couldn't fit nearly as much as I do now. So they are fantastic, really inexpensive. On the top I have some boots and on the bottom I have some handbags. And this is my autumn winter wardrobe at the moment. So here is my clothing and all the hangers you see are from Kmart also. They're velvet non-slip hangers and you buy them by the box. They are very inexpensive and they are fantastic not only because your clothes don't slip off hangers, but they just really maximize the hanging space in your wardrobe. Compared to those wooden hangers that I used to have, these are 100% better. I highly recommend. In the corner here, I have this circular hanger, which is great for scarves. So I've got all my winter scarves. I purchased this from IKEA quite a while ago. Very inexpensive again, and just great because you can fit so many pieces, just so many. And on the other end of the rail I have this shoe cubby which I got from Kmart. It's absolutely fantastic. It fits 10 pairs of shoes. They're great because they don't take up too much room on your hanging rail. Here on the bottom section of my wardrobe I have two bedside tables which I keep in here as drawers. Inside these drawers I have jewellery organisers that are also from Kmart and they're great because they come in different size trays with different dividers. In this one I have some bracelets, little beaded bracelets, and in this one I keep my earrings. Underneath I have a larger tray which holds my bangles and my watches. In this bottom drawer I have some more necklaces, more chunkier ones. These are two separate trays. This is a jewellery pouch with different pockets for when I travel. That's where I store my jewellery. And these are my winter mittens to keep my hands warm because I always have very cold hands. I also have three larger trays. I keep my sunglasses in one, some daintier necklaces in another one, and then some longer type necklaces in the third one. In the second bedside table, I have a tray over here which keeps all my belts. In this drawer, I have all my bodysuits. In the bottom one, I just have some sweatshorts and pajama bottoms. And this pretty leaf design bin is where I store all my swimwear. So this is the other side of my wardrobe and I have another 4x4 shelf with a couple of the bins in the bottom and then some heels up the top which I hardly ever wear. Again, over this side I have the same hangers because I love everything to look uniform and cohesive, and again my little shoe cubby there. But I do also have these hangers here which are from Kmart also, and they hold 5 pairs of pants, so they're great for maximizing space. And then on the floor I have a shoe rack which was also from Kmart. I don't think they sell this style anymore, but they do always have shoe racks, some with 3 tiers, some with 2. I just keep my jeans folded on the top, some denim cutoffs and skirts, and then I have some chunkier shoes on the bottom shelf. This rattan basket was from Freedom. I've had it for quite a while and it was quite expensive, around $50–60. I bought 2 at the time. Both of them hold my knits, but I just roll up my knits and store them in this basket. This shelf is from IKEA and I've had it for a really long time. It used to be in my old apartment and I used to keep it in my bathroom and store my towels and just pretty little bathroom different things. But now it's in my bedroom and I store my cute little knickknacks on here. Some more jewelry. This jewelry case I got from Kmart. It's really pretty. I keep my finer jewelry in here, all my real gold. This small dish is a pretty vintage treasure that I found, and this shell keep box was a gift from my cousin. So if we move down, I have my summer hats, which are all stored on top of each other, out of the way, and they keep their shape that way. And then down the bottom is the other rattan basket where I keep more knits. This pretty tray is from TK Maxx, and this is where I keep my perfumes. This other tray is from Kmart, and I just thought that the pebbled texture in it was really pretty. This is an old candle jar from Tiger Lily, the gorgeous palm tree on it. Just use it to store my makeup brushes. This mug was from Byron Bay, and the pineapple one is from TK Maxx. These glasses over here are from Kmart. I just love the texture on them. I think they're great for makeup. And then this is a cute photo of me and Gabriel when we went to Thailand. God, he's grown. The bags that I use the most are on this hat stand from Kmart. It's absolutely fantastic. And all my trainers go in this over-the-door shoe cubby that I found on eBay. And I guess this is a perfect place to start. My trainers are my most worn shoes. 2 pairs of trainers that I will never ever part with are my Converse high top trainers. I remember when I saw these in my local thrift shop, I found them in a basket amongst other really trashy shoes, and these were unworn, in mint condition. They were priced at $4, but they were having a half price on shoes that day. So I got these high top Converse trainers, platform, unworn, for $2, my friends. They are one of my most worn shoes. They go with everything. They are the most versatile shoe. They lend a really cool factor to your outfit, a real tomboy. I'm really low maintenance kind of vibe. I just love them. I absolutely love them. I cannot to this day believe that I found them for $2. My other pair, which are also thrifted, I found these I think for $10 in a Vinnie's store. I think they are a limited edition. They have a vintage vibe. They don't go with as many outfits as my other ones, but I just think these are absolutely gorgeous. I love the vintage vibe. I love the flower print. It's kind of like a blue denim with little roses all over it, a pop of green, a pop of red. They're just absolutely adorable. Although they had been worn, these were in great condition also, and I just love wearing them with dresses. Actually, I love these trainers with any outfit. If you were to take all my shoes away and leave me with these just 2 pairs of trainers, I would be good. Next up is this mini quilted bag that I found from my Vinnies when I used to live in Cronulla, and let me tell you, when my eyes laid on this bag, I thought, is that a Chanel? And when I looked inside, I was still pleasantly surprised because it is genuine leather made in Florence, Italy. To this day, I am still dumbfounded that a woman could let go of something so beautiful and so elegant as this. And if I remember correctly, I think I paid $14 for this gorgeous bag. I love everything about this bag. The shape is almost the exact shape as the Chanel Mini. I love the patina on this leather. The corners have reinforced stitching. This little tassel on the zip. Even the gold chain is substantially heavy and made of really good quality with leather twisted inside the chain. The inside of this bag is just as gorgeous. Suede leather lining, beautiful brand there that says Made in Italy, Florence. It's in mint condition. I will never part with this bag. I usually wear this bag if I'm going out of an evening, and I also always take this with me when I'm traveling. I am absolutely in love with this bag, and although it may not be a Chanel, to me it is just as precious. It's vintage, it's made in Italy, and I may one day give it to my son's wife, future wife, if she's good to me. More importantly, good to him. Speaking of Chanel, Chanel is my favorite high-end designer. 100%. And my wardrobe isn't really a designer wardrobe. A, I can't afford to have a wardrobe like that, and B, I love a mishmash of different things in my wardrobe. I love thrifted pieces, vintage pieces, a little bit of high street. I guess you could say that my wardrobe is eclectic. But having said that, if I am going to spend money on designer goods, I will buy it pre-loved, and it will more often than not be a handbag or a shoe. Which brings me to my next piece. This is my Chanel vintage 80s bag. I've had this bag since 2009. I bought it from a consignment store in Paddington. I fell in love with it when I saw it. It's not the gold signature chain strap that you see on all the modern Chanel bags. It's a leather quilted strap, and I think it is not only more comfortable, I actually think it looks better than the chain straps, in my opinion. It fits everything you could need quite comfortably: your wallet, your glasses, your keys, your phone, a lipstick. I keep my phone in this back pocket here, within reach, so easy to get to. You don't have to open up the bag. I love the length of the strap. I wear it either crossbody or over my shoulder. It's got a beautiful patina. I mean, it just gets better with age. The leather is so soft and very easy to care for. I have some leather cleaner and I give it a good clean every now and then. This bag is also very special to me because at the time that I purchased this bag, I was a stay-at-home mum. I was earning a bit of cash selling clothing online, and I saved so long and so hard to afford the $1,000 to buy this bag from the consignment store. It's not my most worn bag, but when I do wear it, I feel like $1,000,000. I love that it's different than the other Chanel bags you see. It's obviously vintage, which suits my personal style, and this is definitely one purchase that I will never ever regret. Next up are my Isabel Marant Bastley booties. Now these booties were retailing at $800, my friends. I would never ever pay that much money. These are pre-loved. I found them on eBay for $250 and they were hardly worn. But now they are so worn in that even if I wanted to sell them, I couldn't, because the imprint of my foot is molded into these boots. Although I don't wear them anymore, I love them, and when I bought them, I think I wore them every single day for about a year straight. These boots got so many compliments. If I had to pick any pair of shoes in my wardrobe that received the most compliments, these would be at the top of the list. So what appealed to me about these boots was their bohemian aesthetic. They almost look like a moccasin. I just love the details. The little eyelet detail at the front. They've got a zip at the back with little tassels. They're in a neutral grey suede, and they also have an elevated heel, and they go with so many things. I wore them with denim cutoffs. I wore them with dresses. I wore them everywhere. It was like Christmas when I won these on the eBay auction. I just could not believe my luck. $250 versus $800. I've had these for a really long time because I remember wearing them one Mother's Day, and my son was really little. If I find the photo, I will put it up on the screen. But these would have to be at least 8 years old. Even now, looking at them, they are a gorgeous boot. They really are. My style is either very classic or very bohemian, and when it comes to bohemian style, my favorite brand is Free People. I have loved that brand for years. I love buying it when I'm overseas because it's a lot cheaper. I love looking through their sale online, and anytime I buy a piece from Free People, I have it for years and years and years. And this is one beautiful piece. Gosh, it would be about 8 years as well. It's a dress, but I now wear it as a tunic because it's a little short. The jig is up. I cannot be wearing short things like this anymore. The print, I think, is just so pretty. These little flowers with the little pop of orange. I also loved this keyhole detail on the neckline and the balloon sleeves and the tiered skirt. It's just a quintessential bohemian dress. You can dress it up or down. It looks gorgeous with Western boots. And I got it when I was overseas in Honolulu, Hawaii with my son, and I think I paid about $30 for this dress. It was originally $200 from Nordstrom Rack. I just love the nostalgia that I feel when I grab a piece from my wardrobe that's from one of my travels. I just love this distress. It's so cute. This equipment blouse was also another piece from my travels. I was in LA in Nordstrom Rack rummaging through the sale section because this, my friends, is the kind of retail shopper that I am. I never even look through the full price stuff. If something catches my eye, I may look at it, but I almost always ever shop sale. So when I was going through the sale rack, I saw this flash of lilac and I pulled out this blouse that was amongst all the crap on this sale rack, and I saw this stunning, absolutely gorgeous blouse in this amazing color. I looked at the price tag and the original price of this blouse was $300. It had a markdown ticket and then another one on top, another one on top, and it was down to like 55 American dollars. I went and tried it on, I fell in love, and I snagged it. I was so overwhelmed because not only did I find this gorgeous piece, I found other treasures in the sale rack where all the reject pieces are, unpopular pieces. Those are the things that I love. I guess that's why I'm a thrift junkie. Or is it the reverse? Was I a sale shopper first before I became a thrift junkie? I just love hunting for that diamond in the rough. But I digress. I absolutely love it with denim. It looks gorgeous with a navy blazer. It's just so feminine and it feels so beautiful on the skin and it catches the light. It is just classic, timeless, elegant, demure perfection in my eyes. This shirt is what made me fall in love with pink. I remember thrifting this shirt and I was going through this rack that was so chock full you could hardly separate the garments. And if I wasn't rifling through every single piece, I would not have found this. This is a gorgeous vintage blouse that I paid $1 for. It's just absolutely stunning. The color, the flower print, the pearl button detail, the gauziness of the fabric. I have worn this so much. I love pairing it with a red blazer and my red bucket bag. It is by Seawater, original hand paint, Australia. It's a cotton polyester blend. It's a size medium, made in Australia. $1, my friends. I mean, look at it, you guys. Look at the pearl detail on the sleeve. Where can you find something as gorgeous as this in any retail shop? I don't wear heels. It's not in my DNA. They should put me in a test tube bottle and have me studied. But I am no fool. I cannot resist a pair of vintage pumps that are made in Paris, my friends. This is what we thrift junkies live for. Finding vintage for a couple of bucks. These were only $4. They're made in Paris. They are gorgeous little black pumps with little bows at the front. They are so Chanel vibes. They are leather upper, leather lining, leather sole. Just the most comfortable heels I have ever worn in my life, ever. No word of a lie, my friends. I remember wearing these heels one day. I wore them all day, and they didn't pinch my feet. I got home and I could have worn them for another 8 hours. The patina on this leather again is just, I die for vintage like this, you guys. And the designer is Michelle Farris. So if I do wear a heel, it's going to be a kitten heel. I cannot walk in 12-inch heels. And I think the kitten heel gets such a bad rap. They're not considered very stylish, but in my opinion, they are so demure. It's probably the only heel you're going to get me in. I still can't believe it. $4. Okay, so moving on to the other side of my wardrobe, let's talk about this gorgeous Rampart knit. I remember when I saw this at the Salvos in Tuggerah, I absolutely fell in love. It was in the men's section. I noticed that it had a paint stain on the arm. You probably can't even see it, but it was quite a bit. I think I got most of it out, and I remember asking the sales assistant if she could mark down the price, and I think the knit was about $16. She went and asked the manager, and she came back and she said to me,
"You can have it for $8, otherwise it's going to landfill."
Why not just give it to me and not make me pay $8? How could I not take it? It is by far my most beloved knit in my wardrobe. I will never part with it. I even wore it with a slip skirt. I love grandpa vintage finds more than grandma vintage finds, and I think it's because of the sleeves. The sleeves in grandpa knits are so wide and loose. I just cannot do a fitted sleeve, especially when it's a knit. I just am so in love with it. My search is over for the perfect black blazer. I decided to sell all my black blazers and keep only this one. I just will not reach for any other one except this one that I happened to thrift for $4 a couple of months ago. This, my friends, was on a rack outside my local op shop with some other really crappy jackets. No one even looked at that rack, and I went through everything and I found this wool cashmere blend made in the United Kingdom black blazer. The black blazer of my dreams. The cut of this blazer is tailor-made to my body. It's that perfect oversized boyfriend blazer, vintage at its best. It is world class, this blazer. I have no need for any other blazer in my wardrobe ever again. Jaeger London, Paris, New York, made in Great Britain, from England for George's of Collins Street. 73% wool and 27% cashmere. This is what vintage dreams are made of, you guys. And finally, the last piece I want to share with you guys is this plaid shift dress that I've had, again, over a decade. My son was really little, and this is the dress that I was talking about when I was showing you those Isabel Marant booties. This dress was also from Honolulu, Hawaii. I was still married when I got this dress. I remember walking into the boutique, seeing it, loving the simplicity of it, the shape. It's got hidden pockets, the neutral colors. I tried it on, I fell in love. It's by far the most worn dress that I own, and I can never imagine selling it. Although the neckline is not as high as I would like now, I mean, then it didn't bother me. I can layer fine knits underneath this, wear it with boots, longer boots. It's an all-you-can-eat dress that makes me feel like $1,000,000, but you get the picture, you guys. This is just a piece that I can never imagine selling. No way. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed checking out my most treasured pieces in my autumn winter wardrobe, and I really hope I see you in my next one.